Up first tonight at 6, KHOU 11 investigates City of Houston workers slacking off.
Yeah, from sleeping on the job to not showing up for work at all. Jeremy Rogowski found employees often get a long leash when they misbehave, and your tax dollars are paying for it.
Drive down this dirt road in Kingwood, and you'll find a secluded little fishing hole where this Houston city inspector liked to spend his time on the city's dime.
Because it's just lazy.
That's Henry Gloyd's reaction. We caught up with him on a fishing dock when he wasn't on the clock.
It's a government worker, so our taxes paid for him to go fishing for an hour.
Not just an hour, and not just one day. Records showed the inspector was caught 5 times, up to 3 hours a time, before the city finally let him go.
They should have fired him after 1, not 5.
You would have fired him early on.
Oh yeah, immediately.
KHOU 11 investigates found the city of Houston often gives workers a lot of leeway when they break the rules. An airport employee crashed a city vehicle into a gate and failed to report it. She still kept her job. So did a fire department employee caught filling plastic bottles with urine and leaving them in his work area. Or there are workers caught riding the clock, workers absent or tardy more than 100 times, and workers who were AWOL time and time again, but still didn't get fired.
Turns out the city's philosophy is this: discipline without punishment. For more than a decade now, the city's patterned its policy after this book, which uses a positive and corrective coaching process, not an iron fist.
We found more than a dozen city workers caught sleeping on the job, including this guy. It wasn't his first time.
We don't get a chance to take naps on the job.
That didn't sit well with this crew of movers we found working hard in the Houston heat.
I think if our boss found out, he'd be pretty pissed off. Definitely probably get fired.
But instead of getting fired, most of those sleeping city workers got something called positive corrective action. They were told to correct their behavior and would be monitored for the next year.
If you're not going to do anything about it, it's just going to repeat the same behavior over. It's like raising a kid. If you tell them, you can tell them all you want, but if you don't do anything about it, they're just still going to do it.
Now, we attempted to contact the employees you saw in our story. So far, though, none has gotten back. Meantime, the mayor's office says the city takes misconduct in the workplace very seriously, and it plans to reevaluate the cases we highlighted. A spokesperson writing, "If our Human Resources Department concludes the misbehavior did occur and the implemented disciplinary measures were insufficient, the department will take appropriate actions based on city policies and procedures."
So I'm sure the question a lot of people have is, so what does it take to get fired in the city of Houston?
Yeah, it's a good question. It's important to note in the records we did come across some immediate terminations for things like theft of city property or sexual harassment or workplace violence.
Gotcha.
We would certainly hope so for those offenses. Jeremy Rogowski, thanks so much.
You bet.